It's the final few seconds before the lights go out, and the race to the podium begins. You know this battle will be won off the track as well as on it. You've studied your tactics, anticipated every move like a grandmaster. You've researched and analyzed, modified and fine-tuned to perfection. You have honed your instincts to give you an edge over your rivals. Your drivers focused, your team ready. The championship in the balance. First past the checkered flag, the goal. Epic victory or ultimate failure. There is only a heartbeat between them. MotorSport Manager. Take control.
Right, welcome back to Snail Pace Racing. This is was it season 4, race 3, I believe. Let's have a check. Yeah, race 3 at Cape Town. We're not doing so bad. Actually, better than I expected it for the first year. Let's sort out the car before we travel to South Africa. Well, we've got to have that one. But you see, we've got the bonuses. No, we've got the, not the bonus, but we've got the sponsorship now, which really does help. Lando is top. It's best of these, but let's see what we can do. We give Lando that one. Next one will go to Charles, which will most probably be the new engine. We are building a new gearbox at the moment. Everything else looks fairly fine. That's not good enough to go in at 55% reliability. As you know, I work on full reliability as much as possible. Alright, let's make our way. What's it going to be? It looks like it should be fine all the way through, according to that. If you believe the forecast. There we are. There's the circuit. Well, that's the complete one. I'm not certain which one we're driving on. Don't think I've got any sound. Hold on a minute. I'm just going to have to. Well, perhaps there isn't any here. We're still loading in. That'd be alright living here, wouldn't it? Alright, now let's see what we've got. All this takes time to set up. I have been playing one of the other games, and now we will be getting, I think, a spare driver soon, just in case one of these goes injured. Because on one of the series I'm playing off screen, I've had a lot of trouble with the injuries. You don't really want to be using damaged or injured drivers if you can help it. I'm just trying to find it. Where is Cape Town? We've got, here we are, Cape Town track A. Maybe one of those ones where there's only one track, I can't remember. Right, that looks okay. We changed to the Super Soft, which should be our race time, but we can go back and use Ultra Softs later, because it will be possible. There should be enough time. Let's get both set. These already on Super Softs. Yep. Right, let's see. Let's have a look. Oh, yeah, it looks like it's going to be dry. And we take practice. So, he's okay there. Your race trim, yep, he's okay. Let's see what he's got. Right, oh, both on race trim. That's handy. We'll just turn it around so we can actually see which way we're going. Stuff like that. I should think. Oh no, more like that. Right, get up to times 4. Bring both in. Now bring up to times 4. Let's get this road on the show. This, of course, as you can see, is a street circuit. Would mean in real life that possibly the surface has not been as good as a pucker race circuit. Having raced, well not raced, but ruled hard over the other man, as a spectator only. Road circuits can be a great deal of fun, but also a little bit on the dangerous side. Changing mode to that, and we'll see how far out it is. This is why I always have 2 setups, so we can actually average out. We're seeing after this next lap which way we want to change things properly. Now I think about the games I enjoy playing now. I used to be someone who played a lot of shoot 'em ups. Not anymore. I'll just twist that slightly, it's better. But not anymore, it's just I'm just not good enough at them anymore. But management and simulations are my thing now. I like playing management. I'd like to play Football Manager. I used to play Championship Manager, which is what Football Manager used to be called way back. But it's just got too difficult for me anyway to get my head around what I'm meant to be doing now. I buy it every so often, every so many years, in hopes that I might remember what I'm meant to be doing. I just need to just take this out again and just see if that's any better. Not quite good enough yet, so we're doing one more lap. What I mean, to give me some idea now which way to turn, and we know that's worse than it was. So downforce needs to go just over where it was, not far over. There. Now we know that speed bounce wants to come that way a bit. Now we just tweak those in. Oops, too far. I mean, speed bounce the wrong way, we're going the wrong way with it. That should be better. Just need to tweak that up. No, let's try it. We'll give him one lap on that as well. Plenty of time on Formula E. But one game I have, getting back to what I was talking about, I have started playing a game called Cricket Manager, International Cricket Captain again, which is cricket management. Not a sport that many people really love. Certainly not the long form of the game. And I can't stand the short form, the one day, but I got back into playing that, and it's great fun again. Not something I could really show off on this channel. It's a little bit on the slow side. And it takes a long time to complete a match. I think we'll go with that. 97, yeah, we'll go with that. Put him straight out. Could be better, but I think 97 will do us. I could be all day trying to get the other last few percents. And he's 99, well, the clerk certainly is better. So we just run those over until we reach the top level on knowledge, or until they've done the 4 laps. And we'll see if we get what sort of time we're going to be running. I suppose the management games I prefer sports management to any other type. Thinking about it, most of the management games I've played have been Sports Manager. But this suits me down to the ground. This has got a bit of everything in it. It's management, quite tough management actually, and a little bit of what the races themselves were coming into now. So, looks like we're not doing so well now. We're up there, so we're bringing both in. Oh, Leclerc isn't doing so bad. Norris isn't quite so handy. We bring both in and we change over to qualifying to see what we can do on that. Stints, qualifying, up to 3 laps. Tyre choice. Ultras. Send him out. And we do the same with Leclerc. I'm going to go back to just simulating qualifying, by the way. It's as accurate as me trying to do it. I follow Leclerc run for his lap. Quite a quick lap actually. It's quite short, so we're going to have a lot of laps to complete. I'll get back to this game. This game has been out for 3 or 4 years now, I suppose, and this is one of the few games that I actually pre-ordered, paid before I got it, because I've been looking for a good racing sim game for ages. Racing management game. My driving in those things is abysmal in racing sim games, so it's no good me even trying that anymore. I have a whole load, but I'm just so bad at them. Norris has done his first stint. We've got time to send him out again for a second stint, and Leclerc's up to 14. Not too bad. Top 10, of course, to get points. Now look, second level. Send him out again. I'm down to 3 laps again. Send him out on the same tyres, they're not worn out yet. This is just to get the knowledge up. I'm not worried about times on this. Just the way I tend to play. This is why I'm not so good on things like Football Manager. The little bits to get that final nth degree I can't quite be bothered with. Don't tell me I'm going to get the dreaded throat tickle again. Think back to when I first started playing management games. I should imagine that Championship Manager was one of the first I really played, and I played Championship Manager, the original 2 and 3, and I think 98 was the next one. Shows how far back they were. That's in the days before the Premiership. Oh well, we've got that. We just let them keep going now until they run out of time. We can't get many better. I could try and get Norris slightly better, but I'm not going to bother now. We've got 14th and 21st, that's not bad. I'm happy with that. Norris has finished his second stint. When they're both in, if the time isn't up by then, I'll really send the time flying. I might as well do it now actually. Get to the end of this. And that's it. That's practice over. Let's see where we got. 14th we knew. And 21st, yeah, we didn't get beaten on either. Anything about us there? Because we're now starting on this to get very, very good sponsorship deals. And that's as we get better sponsorship deals, we can afford to improve the factory. And by improving the factory, we can get better. We should be able to do better in the races and get better sponsorship deals. Oh, here we are. Well, I'm not going to bother about going Lightfoot. We've got qualifiers. I wonder if that will work on me. I've never tried it. We'll try it, shall we? What we've got to lose. Right, we don't want to change the car setup. We'll simulate the session. This won't take long, especially doing it times 40. 17th. Oops, come here. Oh, we're going back down again. 19th and 17th and 20th. That's not so bad. We're not last. The only thing qualifying really does is gives you a little bit of a boost. We didn't get the sponsor objective for that. Never mind. To get 13th, we're going to have to go some. We're going to spend a lot of money in getting better. There's nothing else there. Oh, they don't like Leclerc. Oh well. Oh, I know my good mate Stu is waiting for me to sack the driver. I may do, but not yet. Not this season, I don't think. This season, I think that's safe. This season's for trying to see what we need to do on each circuit and to get the car in reasonable condition for next year and money in very good condition for next year. No, I think I'm going to go nurse, race trim and nurse for now. Engine expert. No, I'm going to go with race trim and super soft. Now that's no rain by the looks of it. So we leave that there and we now do my normal start. No fuel stops to worry about, just be tyre stops, and I just realised I put the wrong tyres on. Oh well, we'll have to start with those now. Alright, let's follow Norris for a start off. Unless Leclerc, Leclerc's quite a bit ahead, so I think we better change over to him. No, using ultras at the start is not something I normally do. And I may mean that I'll mess me strategy up right at the start. 78 laps, wowee. Hang on to your hats, I told you it was a short lap. Looks like we better really knock the tyres down because we are burning out of those quite quickly, overheating them. One of the problems with the having 24 in a race with the extra power boost bars, you can't see who's last. Well, we're not doing so bad. 16th, 21st, that's reasonable. Well, 17th and 21st then. Trouble is, we're going to be pitting with everybody else there too early, but hopefully we'll get long enough so we'll have to make 2 stops, I think, but that should be all. Possibly some of these will be keeping on ultras. Who can tell? Again, I'm not too worried about getting extra, about finishing the top 10 in this one. I was just really want to finish 13th or better. Get the extra boost for the bonus, but I'll be glad when that's gone. I don't like the bonus thing. It's even worse than vanilla game. We've got about half your sponsorship deals to do with that. You can only pick one off at a time. That's better. Back to 17th and 23rd. Oh, 24th, must be 24th, he's disappeared off the screen. Oh, 22nd now. 70 laps to go. And time I've got the full back. Now we know that Norris should be our last out, condition wise okay. Just have a look. Yeah, he's gonna be fine. The clerk might be a bit more of a worry. Now we could what I believe they call undercut, come in now early and change tyres, but that's a bit. But I don't like that. I'd rather wear the tyres out fully. I have to pay for them after all. Track looks to be rubbering up a bit now. There's no rain in the offing, and we're going to be past if we're not careful. There's a whole load snapping at the heels. Not the tyre wear down again. The temperature is just in between green and yellow running for the tyre heat. Well, we're almost out now. Who Norris is first. I think we'll pit Norris straight away. 66. Oh. We won't get enough laps out of that, so we will have to make a third stop. That will last about 20 for 27, say 50 odd laps. He's got 15 laps right at the end. Looks like we're not going to gain anything on our pit stops on this. Not a dang thing. We'll follow Norris around for this lap. Leclerc, I'm going to hang on to him for a bit longer, for a few more laps. So it's fairly well worn, and hopefully we can get through and just use 2 sets of super softs. He's away. Take him down until he gets into the red now. They're all starting to pit now, so we're starting to move up the field, but there's not really a lot of help us. We've still got a pit. I think we're given this lap and pit. This is a very abrasive track. Very abrasive. Can't find me. Keep losing my cursor. That's the trouble having 2 screens. I know I'm showing off. I think we're still going to have to come in for an extra stop. Oh, recharge the battery. Where are we on the field? We're 12th at the moment. So we're 49. Yeah, I'm going to risk it. Now, it could go badly wrong. No, we got away with it. I was a bit worried when you do that, because you can burn the battery out, which means you cannot have your extra charge during the rest of the race. Right, we just push the turbo burn a bit more for a few laps. 22nd and 24th now. But we know Leclerc is not going to be okay for a lot of laps. I don't think we're going to get the extra bonus for finish in the top 13. It's looking a bit doubtful. Unless the pit will break down, of course, or crash. Now, I mentioned this game, or every time I play it, I mentioned a few things about it. One of the things you have to be careful of, that you can lose both cars, and I have done it. I think one broke down and one crashed out, if I remember correctly. And both crashed out, I can't remember now. But it does tend to spoil your race a bit when both cars are sidelined. And I'm playing 3 different games on this now. I'm playing this one on Ice mod, I'm playing Fire mod, and I also got the MotoGP mod going in yet another game. Often the Fire mod is by far the hardest, I'm finding anyway. I wouldn't say this is easy, this mod, but it's easier. Keep an eye on the field. I think we might pass just to turn that down a bit. We'll wait till the tyre heat goes down to about halfway, then pump the tyres again. And that ain't going to be very long with the Leclerc. Oh, up to 20th. And Lando's just dropped the place. Oh, great. Yeah. Push the tyres again. Push the tyres again, not the fuel. Well, push both for a little while, for a couple of laps. I might just save some fuel right at the end, and Norris has just got laps so he can stay on the higher fuel burn now. I bet it won't be long before we get wrapped in 17th. I'm going to look at the... Oh yeah, the lead is just above 21st place. Oh, you can see now, yeah. As he's catching us. Leclerc is 17th, Norris 22nd, lap 32, 48 laps remaining, and the tyres are about half worn, or just under half worn on both. I don't think I'm going to get Leclerc through to right the end before we have to pit him for tyres again. We want them down to about 30 laps to go, but I don't think we do it. We're going to have to run Leclerc down to the rims again. Just watching for tyre heat now. Oh, he's up to 15. Not that far behind. There's a big gap. Whoa. First and second, there's almost 8 seconds between them. There's 3 seconds between second and third. Then that gets silly, 10 seconds between third and fourth. Just cool down his tyres. Keep Leclerc going for a little while longer. Up to 14th. 44 laps. He ain't going to get 14 laps out of what's left of the tyres, I don't think. And as you all quickly will shout, we know you don't think, Mayor. My problems, I think, but I never do anything about whatever I think about. And we're now been lapped, so we can push the fuel burn up again on Leclerc. One thing you've got to be careful, but if the leader should crash now and the second place man doesn't catch us, so will then be the leader, doesn't catch us, we could find ourselves embarrassed with the amount of fuel we've burnt. But I think it's a risk worth taking as we push the tyres up yet again. 40 laps to go. Norris assumed that I'd come in for another pit stop, which is a pity. Yeah, any second now he's going to be ready. We'll keep with him for a little while because I might as well try and burn his tyres right down. I want to make certain I can finish on some ultra softs for the last session. So we basically want to do another couple of laps really. 37. Yeah, I think Leclerc's going to have to come in at the end for about 2 laps to change tyres. That's second and third fighting it out. Ah. Right, I'm going to give... Mind you, 20 seconds behind the leader. Right, let Norris come past the start finish. This time, wherever he is now. I think we're going to have to pit them now because they're not going to last. Cool, you're 3 to 5 laps. Now we can give the battery a bit of a charge. Let's go to Leclerc. Oh, go to Leclerc. It's the problem when they flash through something like that, you can't automatically stay with them. Well, he's got a good stop. Leclerc will keep going 34. Will we get 4 laps out of these tyres? Doubtful. Very doubtful. But we're going to try. We'll take them down to single figures before we bring them in. If we get us a punch, of course, we are nadgered. We really are nadgered then, but I think it's worth trying. Good grief, we almost lapped someone. Oh, up to 12. And 23rd. Alright. This time we're going to have to pit him this time, I think. Do we hang on? Oh, we've got another lap out. It's 29. We should be alright now. I'm going to wait till he gets round to near to the start finish. So we know if we can put more charge in. Down to 12% on these tyres. About 8-9% is when they explode bigly, or you get a puncture. Yes, that should get us through now. Parts don't look too bad. We're going to put a 50% charge in. This is taking a few chances. Oh, front jack. The front jack went wrong. Oh dear. He's now got to try and fight his way back up again. But hopefully we'll get through now to another pit stop. Whereas almost everybody, with the exception of 3, will have to stop. 3 or possibly 4. And one of them don't matter, it's the leader. Doesn't matter whether he stops or not, and we just dropped a place. The trouble is this, if we get a fault to do away with the actual boost, I'm going to take it. We'll push everything in to get rid of that. Because if 18s get a boost now, we're going to drop another place. And he's got a boost. He's got the boost. All we can really hope for now is that those who passed have got to stop. And let's have to stop fairly soon. Yamamoto must be running close to his rims. But he hasn't pitted. Oh, we've been lapped to 6th. Well, he must pit this time, wasn't he? Yeah. Yes, he's pitted this time. Oh, better knock back the tyres, knock back those tyres. Oh, and he better knock back his fuel. Norris, he's going. Hey, we want him lapped again. Hey, we may get 13th at this rate. Things are looking a little bit better. Now that's the best we can do is 13th. We're not going to catch anyone else. We're 30 odd seconds behind everybody else. Let's see what 19 laps, so we should get through without anything blowing up under us. Hello, no. 13th we're not going to make. Everybody's now pitted in front of us who've got a pit. And we dropped another place. Keep going on this fuel burn until we run out of fuel or run out of actual boost. What's the point? He can go again now. He's been lapped again. So Norris is 2 laps down. We have got a lot of work on this car, but as I said I think in the first one, I'm not expecting to do anything this season. It's as long as we don't finish last in the Constructors' Championship. I don't want to go back down to Super Cup. Apart from the fact we may well lose a job we do. He's worrying about his brakes now, but 13 laps to go. Don't think we're going to bother. No, 30%. 9% before we hit real problems. Knock back the tyre burn again. And it looks like Norris will soon have to come in for his last pit stop. That will be another lot of super softs on. If Leclerc has to come in, that will be for set of ultras, but it'll make no difference at all. Now, Lando's got worn tyres. Alright, pit him. 10 laps to go. Oh. No, we could get away. Let's go for ultras. Let's take a chance. Give him a single charge there. Alright, gotta hope now that doesn't get above 50% his battery there. That doesn't get very embarrassing because that's when it breaks. Let's see what he... Yep, that's fine. Then Leclerc will be lapped again. And we've got 16th right behind us. Not for much longer, I fancy. I think he's going to get past us unless we can push a bit. Let's just burn the tyres up a bit more. Let's get some heat into the dusty things. Damn. 16th. And not many laps to go now. I think 4 laps to go. Chance to catch them is remote. Never mind. 16th and 20th. Could be a lot worse. Let's see what else we've got. No one's broke down, no one's crashed. This is a remarkable race. Leclerc's now got 1 tyre, but it's only 2 laps to go, so we shan't be worrying about that. It's not close enough to even if we boost everything up fully to catch anyone, so we just finish like this, I think. So the Apt is going to win. He has. And we're finishing 16th. Yeah, we need to be doing better than this. He's finishing 20th, Norris. Well, not successful as the first race of the season, but that was a shock. We need to cut or get some more speed from somewhere. It's speed we're lacking. We might have to use some of our money that we're accruing now into upping the, I think, the engine plant. Should be no broken rules. Oh, only a 10-second. Could have had about a minute penalty. We could have gained another place. Only 1 penalty in the race too. 9th and 13th in the individual, and still in 6th in the constructors. What to do? We should finish in the top 10 anyway in the constructors. Oh, he's not happy. Oh dear, he's not happy. I don't know what they expect first year into the top division. But that's a human, I suppose. We're all the same. And there we are. Now let's see what it says here. Did we gain anything? No. Expected. Yeah, well, we gained there, or we dropped on markability. That's not really what we want. He's gone down 10 on markability. But we still made $1.5 million profit. We've got 20 million in the bank, so we can afford to spend some of it, I think. Let's see where we're really weak. Well, we're about to get the gearbox, new gearbox built. I'd like to upgrade the factory, but that is expensive. Yeah, I don't really want to know that. No, I don't give interviews. Pit crew. We had one pit mistake. Not too bad. Oh, and the gearbox is built. We develop the next part now. Engine is already up to epic. Can we go any? No, it's locked. Best we can get our engine at the moment. But as you can see, we're second worst engine, second worst gearbox, worst brakes, second worst front wing, worst suspension. Second, yeah, we need something. Bring one of these things for our average up. Something that'll be cheap to produce. And we are very bad at it. We've got suspension, I think. Oh, it's all risk levels. No, that will give us a bit there. Oh, some of these are awful. What we do? Here we go that way for the next time. Alright, let's have a look at the pit crew. What room will we go? We've got room for 2. We don't want anybody in the 70s. We don't want anybody in the 80s. This one's just good enough, so we take this one. And we remove the tired people, and we put these in. 2020, 2020, right, so it's really just there. This one can go, I think, soon. '88, that's not really good enough. 99. Oh, we take this one up to a bit more. How did this we get up even higher? I must have to do the fixing. I don't think we've got anything we can do the fixing with. Hold on. And that's better than we got there. Still only second. Well, that's remarkable. We've got 20s all the way across the board, with the exception of one 19 there. We can't get better. Can't be the best pit crew. Right, I'm going to look through here and see what we can get rid of this. Now I'm looking for fitness. That's doubtful, but I'll keep that at the moment. That's also doubtful. And we will move that out this time. It's stamina I'm looking at now. stronger they are, the less chance it is of making a mistake. That's the only one now which is outside my normal criteria, but we'll keep that as it is at the moment. Auto manage, yeah. They're not brilliant there for auto managing, but they do. Scouting I'm not too worried about. We better just see if there's anybody else we need to be looking at. I think we might have almost everybody been checked now. Oh no, we've got some 26 years. Let's get all the 26-year-olds checked out next. Now we're in the top one. We needn't go for youth all the time. We can think about going for some more experienced drivers. And we've got one sponsorship slot there. I'm wondering when that... this one. Let's go. I've still got 9 races to run. Right, let's fast forward. We've got mechanics complaining. Right, give them a bonus. We do not want our mechanics complaining. They're too important. Up front. Oh, they're all up front. But I was hoping to get more money, but they would take that instead. I hope to get a drip feed of more money, but can't be helped. We still ain't got that done yet. Oh, let's have a look at it. We know we want to build more on a simulator, consistency, adaptability, front wing, throw feedback, upgrade. Let's have a look here. This is the one we really want to upgrade, but at 25,000 we can't really afford it. Driver's improvement, handling. Now that could be worthwhile because that improves both smoothness and cornering, and smoothness and consistency for the gearbox. Cornering, overtaking. I'm looking more to what we get. I'm not going to bother with that at the moment. Staff, we're updating now. I think we're going to update this. I think we're going to go nuts. We're going to go all out for getting smoothness up. That's what really helps to keep the tyre wear low. Right, now we're going nuts there. I wasn't going to, but decided we might as well spend the money whilst we got it and take a chance. Right, car repairs finished. Now let's have a look in here. We'll take both of those and that out at the moment. Put that in. And that in. Take the originals out here because there's not much good trying to do that, and the average. Once we take everything out, and we will work. We've got to work on some of those hairs yet. We'll look at that in a moment. We'll work on that, which is our best 2 engines. Working on our best gearbox. We'll work on the brake there, and what else do we need now? We've got 74. I'm looking to see what is now the lowest. This one on 74. Oh, let's do the brake first. Now, change this round. We ain't going to get those before next race. But 14 days after race, but they should all be hopefully usable. In fact, we will go maximum there 12 days after, so hopefully all those are usable. Right, now let's get on the next few days to get ready for the next race, in which case we will end there now. New field started. This is not worried. I'm getting as many fields as I can saved up, so it's what I really want. And a couple of things I want is, one is to get rid of the extra boost, because that makes my job too difficult. And the other one, if they have things like wings as spec parts, I will definitely field for that. Well, I think that's fairly comprehensive. That's finished, so we can now go back in again and build the next bit by where are we? Suspension. I know that's crucial, but we're not going to get one ready in time. Yeah, especially as the suspension is still the worst on the grid, so we go that way. You have a choice really of whether you go for a whole load of really cheap parts to update. You could almost take this engine out of there for the moment and bring in that suspension unit. No, I think we leave it as it. No, we will take that out and bring that in. Whether any of that will be usable for the next race is debatable, but that we will find out. Scouting port, well, I'm not worried about extra drives yet. I will worry about that closer to the time. Forget how many races there is in this championship. A few, I think, but let's have a look. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 13 races in this championship. We've now come to round 4. How weakest. Yeah, I thought they would be. In real life, they're a very good team too. Yeah, we're doing that. And there's another one done. Right, we will go again. We're getting closer to the average. We go once more. Can't use those. They got risk level. Go that. Not where weight stripping. We don't do weight stripping. This will knock the reliability down, but it's not going to matter so much. That's about the best we can do with the suspension units at the moment. No good trying to get those ready for the next race. It just won't happen. Oh, and the Formula 4 was running the doer around the Formula 4 I don't miss Formula 4 now. We can see how we are with worst car. Oh, we've got the worst drivers. We're 10th best drivers. Worst headquarters. 4th best staff. 8th best sponsorship. And the 2nd best pit crew. Not that it helps us any. See how we're doing here. Oh, we've got to better use that brake we already used anyway. It's an original part. Bring that in and all. One thing to do if you're really desperate is to only could do one thing, but I'm trying to do everything at the moment. Right, let's finish this off. Let's do something. Oh, we're finishing 11th. Well, I hope we'll be alright. Yeah, we know. That's because we're expanding the factory. It does worry. And we're now finished on this one, so it's thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. Low quality. Let's get rid of these. How many we've got left to look at? Oh, not that many. Well, just bring the 27s up. If you like what you saw, please leave a like. If you're not a subscriber, hit the one subscribe. You know you really want to. I'm also doing all the 28s up as well. I think we'll get everything. Everyone will be scared. We may have to spend the money and update the scope centre. I'd rather get things for the car next. You know, I need the 30-year-olds. They are getting a little bit old. Alright, how far do we get? Oh yeah, you're not subscribed. Oh, any comments, questions, queries, suggestions, feel free to post them in the comments section under this video. And with that, until next week, it's me saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.